This is my 2025 Yamaha XSR900. It's in the raven and gold color. I got this bike brand new on 4/3 this year with 0 miles. So I have about 1,100 miles on it now. And today, I don't know, it's June 3rd or June 4th or something. For the last 10 years, I've had a 2016 Yamaha XSR9. And I put about 9,200 miles on that bike. But today I'm going to go over some of the things that I felt like I was missing out on, which made me want to upgrade. And honestly, the first thing is going to be the quick shifter. So these bikes come with the 3rd generation quick shifter, and that's up or down, decel or XL. It's genuinely amazing. If you haven't ridden a bike with quick shift yet, you should give it a try. It's going to change your whole outlook on riding. This bike makes me want to ride it more since I have the quick shifter. I don't really know why, it's just super fun. So a couple things that I did pretty much the day that I got it was I removed the front reflectors off of the front tire, the front braking area. I don't really like big blasts of orange everywhere. This was actually one of the problems with the XSR9, is they had the big orange turn signals that just stuck out like a sore thumb. But I removed that. It makes it look a little cleaner. And then the second thing that I did was I moved my rear sets up. There's only 2 positions, unfortunately. I would like to actually bring them higher, but it comes on that lower position, and I think it feels better to have them brought up a little bit. So you can just unscrew them and bring them up. And then the third thing that I did was I installed the fender eliminator kit by TST Industries. I did some work with TST Industries about 10 years ago on the XSR9. I was the first one I did a lot of reviews for them, and I was actually the first one to have their integrated taillight for that bike. They sent it to me to review, and then once there was no quirks, they released it, and they're still selling that today. But that bike was literally the first ever XSR9 to ever get TST Industries fender eliminator kit. Pretty much anything you need for them aesthetically, they have it on their website, and they do phenomenal work, all in-house, American made. But this is their fender eliminator. It's the high version, the Elite 1, and it has the remount bracket. I might do a different turn signal in the future, but these aren't that bad. So I just bought the remount bracket to reinstall them. It was super easy. And that's literally all I've done to the bike. I don't really know. I want to do some other stuff. Maybe, I don't really know yet. There's a couple of things, but this is how I like the bike. Oh, the main things I want to do. I want to send it out to Dave at V-Cycle Nut and do maybe a Kelpie flanker exhaust. And that's because, and I didn't really know this until I started looking into getting this bike, but now we have Euro 5 emissions, which is a major problem. So essentially second gear until 7,000 RPMs on this bike is locked out 50%. So the throttle body is closed 50% until 7,000 RPMs. So it drops on its face in second gear. It has, you can't even clutch up clutch up wheelie on it in second gear, which really sucks because that's where you start all of your balance point, or big wheelies and stuff like that. Or if you want a corner wheelie, like wheelie out of a corner, you can't do it because you'd be in second gear and you just don't have the power to do it. So I hate that. It's like the worst thing I've ever heard of that's ever been put on a motorcycle, but V-Cycle Nut gets rid of that. And there are some other exhausts that I thought I really wanted to get a Yoshimura. The reason I'm never going to put a Yoshimura on this bike is because they use oil pan bolts as an anchor point, and I'm sure there's some thought process in that or something, but I think that's a terrible thing to do. It shouldn't be made like that. So I'm never going to do that. I think people don't realize, like, if let's say you crash the bike or you lay it down or something, and I mean, this is my thinking, you lay it down and that exhaust grabs the side of the road or a curb or something, it's got to just completely obliterate that oil pan, which is gonna, I mean, it went from $500 crash to, you know, a $5,000 crash. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not an engineer. So the Kelpie exhaust is really high quality. It's from Australia. I think they're all overpriced, but you get, you know, it is what it is. But that's it. If I do the tune, which you have to send your ECU out, unfortunately, and the exhaust, and I can't think of anything else I want to do. The other thing that I did on day one is you can notice that my OEM mirrors are flipped down. I think that's perfect. It's a little less practical because your arms are kind of in the way, but it looks like a proper cafe bike. And you know, people always wanted bar-end mirrors on their bike, and we always had to buy stupid shit for it that was like universal or didn't always fit. But these were designed to be ran like this. They don't interfere with the tank. I fold them in when I'm going through tight places, like bringing it up here or bringing it into the house, or fold one in while I'm flame filtering or something. And yeah, turn to turn, you're not going to contact the tank. So I think this color is beautiful. I love black motorcycles. I'm a sucker for them. But everybody has the white and red one, and it looks really cool with some GP kit on it, like a body kit or something. I like that. But or maybe if it did like a Wayne Rainey livery or something, I don't know. But the black and gold is like way classier. It's an homage to the Midnight Special Yamahas of the 80s, and that's peak Japan. So one of the best things, I mean, they didn't cut any corners on this motorcycle, and that's with the brakes, definitely the brakes and the suspension. But all the components on this bike are Brembo, which is just amazing. I cannot tell you the confidence that I have on this bike coming into corners and trail braking and just braking from such a high speed. And it's incredible. It just does everything you'd want it to do. So this bike is kind of like it's got some part spin stuff on it. The swing arm is from the Tracer 9. It's got a lot of stuff from the R1, and which also from the R9, obviously. And it's just the perfect culmination of a motorcycle. I think the way they took the MT-09, it looks really ugly. It looks like any Suzuki or Kawasaki, where this bike, they kind of brought back their best looking motorcycle. Like, this is Yamaha's best looking motorcycle. I haven't done any riding videos yet, although I've done a lot of riding. I just I actually don't have the equipment anymore to do it. So I've got some stuff coming in, and I can do a little bit of moto vlogging. But for now, I figured I'd just show you kind of what I like about the bike and what I don't, what I intend to change, what I've changed. And yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. And I think it's one of the coolest motorcycles in production. All right, so now we're on the bike, and I can show you a little bit of the six-axis IMU. First of all, this bike has cruise control, and it is fucking amazing. This button also acts as, that's your cruise control button, but this is your pit speed or just speed limiter, but it could be used as a pit lane speed limiter. It's really cool. You can set the speed. I think you can do a minimum of, well, you can't really, oh, I can change it, okay. I think it goes down to 25, I'm not sure, but that is super cool. You can just pin the throttle wide open, and you know, it's just not gonna go past that speed. So really cool. That'd be great if you were on track, and I mean, that's literally what people need. You can see how I have my mode set up, custom one. So let's go from rain. These rain, street, and sport are locked in. Well, actually, I guess they're not, because I have lift control off. Here's how I ride. I want to have the ability to do wheelies, and lift control is going to prevent you from pretty much doing any wheelie. So I ride with all of the power modes. Power mode turned all the way up. So one is actually all the way up. TCS all the way down. I don't even know what that is. Slide control. But I want the ability to do wheelies. So anytime you turn something off, you'll see a light come on. And if you go to settings, vehicle function, now you can turn traction control off everything will come off, but that doesn't stay like that. Traction control is automatically going to come back on just like a car. So I just leave everything on. Those assists aren't bad. I don't like ABS in particular. Like, I wouldn't want ABS on a track. I would just I would pull the fuse. But everything else, I think you probably do want to keep on a track. Mic could save your ass, but you also don't want it to intervene too much. So depends on your rider skill. I don't know. I'm 34, I've been riding for 32 years. I really don't like any electronic intervention, but that's just me. But this thing has Bluetooth, navigation. You have to use Garmin Street Cross app, which I think works really good. But yeah, if you have your phone connected and you have a Bluetooth helmet like I do, you can control your music with this. It's really intuitive. This thing, it's just so cool. This is my favorite theme, by the way. You can change your themes. I want the most practical theme, and I think this gives you the best information. But if you want to go retro, I guess you could call it retro, you can go to the one with the actual like tachometer. I don't really like a digital style analog tachometer. That one's okay. Then you got that one, which I don't even know why that's there. This seems like the most practical for me. And that's it. I just wanted to give you a rundown of the 5.5-inch TFT. Really cool, really innovative, and I don't think it'll be dated for a really long time. So just wanted to show you that.